Hi, this is Adam, and I'm known online normally as Bally. I'll be making a video today covering this system, the Bally Arcade, known here as the Bally computer system. The system has several dust covers, and this is just the one I'm using. You can put cartridges inside of it, so they fit like this. And you'll see here, I have a expander plugged into the back that I'll be using today to load a homebrew program that will allow me to show different colors. Normally, when I'm using the system, I don't have the cover on, and I'll show that in a minute. But I did want to show how many people do use it real quick, just since I'm here. Most people, well, not most people, just a few people will use it with BASIC. There's a 4K BASIC that was based on Tiny Basic that came out in 1978 and started shipping in September. Fits in a cartridge slot like this. You put it in like that. The BASIC came in an overlay that went on like this. And I will be using a BASIC program probably to show some color bars on the screen, and another cartridge-based homebrew program that will allow me to show 32 color intensities, or all 256 color intensities, so 256 colors of the Astrocade. It will show 32 sets of 8 colors. So I'll take this out, and I'm going to show you how I actually normally use my system, which is normally without the cover. So that's how you take out a cartridge. One of these days I need to do a deep dive to show how the Bally Arcade is used. And I've done that sort of, but I've always wanted to really dive in. And if anyone wants to beat me to the punch and save me some time, please do that. So I'm going to be taking off the cover. And here we go. This is my Astrocade without the cover. I don't really ever use it with the cover on because these tend to overheat. Here is a 50-pin expansion connector, and the keyboard is here. And what I meant to say was I'm using a joystick. Each one has a number on it. This one is not labeled 4. I have it in joystick 1, so they're labeled as 1, joystick 1, 2, and oddly enough, 1, 2, 4, 3. So kind of weird, but I'm not sure why they labeled them like that. And I'll show a quick close-up of the back bit here in a minute, and so you can see what that looks like. Hold on. This is the back bit cartridge. It uses a micro SD card, and I'm able to load cartridges that go into the normal cartridge port onto it, and also basic programs. I think most of them work correctly, so you can load a cartridge from the SD card here, and I can also load the basic programs as if they were being loaded from a tape. It's very useful. I use it all of the time. Before I had this, I had to burn EEPROMs of any homebrew cartridge I would use. And this came out in 2022, and this one's called the Backbit Pro. I don't know if there was another one. This is actually a generic cartridge. It plugs into several systems. I have an adapter for the Magnavox Odyssey 2, and I don't even have a Magnavox anymore. And let's see, the Timex Sinclair 1000, which I do have an adapter for, and it works really well. And it's great that I can have all the software on it that I'm using. It also works with the Timex 2068, which is probably the system I've been spending the most time with. It's also a Z80 system like the Astrocade. So I'm going to zoom out here in a minute and show you what the system looks like without the cover. And this is actually getting a little off topic of just covering the colors program, but I'm going to do it anyway because that's what I feel like doing, and I'm doing these videos to please myself. This is a close-up of the PCB for the Bally Arcade Astrocade motherboard. We are showing some of the main chips. We have here the I/O chip, the address chip, the Z80 CPU, and hidden just right here, it's right below my finger, so about halfway on the board, all the way to the right side of it, we have the data chip. If you're interested to know exactly what all these chips do, you can see the PA1 service manual, which is available on my website, ballyalley.com. The I/O chip here, it's rather important because it holds the audio registers, and the Astrocade has kind of like a music processor in it, and it makes some great sound effects, especially for its period of time for 1978. And the data chip, which you can't see, does color by RYBY, and outputs in composite video. And then that composite video goes into an RF modulator, which is right there, which you can't see. I guess I could zoom out a little bit so you can see a little bit more. A little bit more, anyway. The RF modulator is right there. Alright, let me show you a picture of the Astrocade's screen. Hey there, I just wanted to show an example of the TV I'm using. It's not an example, this is the television I'm using. This is, oh by the way, you can see my reflection. I've got my Canon camera hooked up to a tripod, and I will be turning off the lights here, maybe reducing the reflection off the screen. We'll see. This is a Toshiba 14-inch flat screen CRT television, and my Astrocade is hooked up via RF. I get a pretty decent picture. I've adjusted the television using some tools on a DVD that will allow me to have close colors. If I get this video created right for the color viewer, then I will maybe also show some color bars as displayed from the Astrocade. We'll see. In a minute you'll see my Astrocade showing some common colors. I'm not sure what I'm going to load first. I'm playing this by ear. I'm having a good time creating this. It's been a while. So I hope you're enjoying this. And is this meant for enjoyment? Well, probably more for education. Really, I hope that it's used so that people who are able to use MAME can get the colors correct. Alright, let's see where I go next with this. Here, my Toshiba television is tuned to channel 3, which is showing nothing on the screen. I am doing auto white color, so the colors are going to be close but off. I'm going to adjust them in a bit here. So when you turn on the Astrocade, it comes up in an unknown state. You press reset, and you'll get to the main menu where you can choose from 1 to 4 programs. You can use it using the remote control, which is just a joystick, and or you can press the buttons on the keyboard. I'm going to use the remote. I am going to choose number 1 and choose Gunfight, which is a 2-player game. I'll just choose a random max score. It's probably kind of loud, but these are my cowboys. I'm going to be controlling the blue guy. I'm not actually going to play. We've got a green surrounded color, we've got blue, we've got red, and sort of a yellowish beige. Here we go. I'll shoot the guy. Oh, I can't even hit him. Alright, now I'm going to choose Checkmate. And this is like, most people are more familiar with this, called Surround. We'll play 20 games, number of players, we'll say 1. And this is just going back and forth. And this is, again, this is just to show you the colors. I am this guy here. See if I can beat the computer. You can have up to 4 people play this game at once, which is quite fun. And I'll probably show these example programs again when I get the colors kind of adjusted right. And cut him off. Got him. See if I can beat this last green guy. Guess so. Alright, that's that one. Now this is quite yellow compared to what I see on the screen, so hopefully I can get that zeroed in a little better. Now I want to choose the calculator. Oops, I chose Checkmate again. Press reset. Calculator 3. Now, not very exciting. Let's see, 99 times 99 equals minus 89 equals not sure. Oh, I guess my keyboard's kind of screwy. There we go. My keyboard's kind of messed up. I've adjusted it, or it needs to be cleaned or something, I don't know. But it doesn't matter, because in this case, I just want to show it worked. And finally, scribbling. This would be a good one to show colors, but not right now. Scribbling, it's just 1-player game. I am controlling the colors here. I can move around. This is kind of a blue, that's kind of a red. We will get to see some other colors here shortly. Alright, There we go. Some examples there for color comparisons. Not sure how helpful that will be. Maybe some MAME emulator author will get some use out of this. And finally, a final reset. I think I will show me putting in the basic cartridge. Again, basic. I'm sliding it into the system. I'm pressing reset. And why it's not working, I'm not sure. There we go. I'm putting the keyboard overlay on it. I would try to load a program, but just that's white. Not very exciting. I guess I could type in a short program. Let's see what we got here. It'd be kind of useful to load one here, which I will do. Am I going to type a short program? No, I'm not. But that's basic. So next up, I'm going to try to show some colors. I've decided to make this video in a couple different ways to show the colors. This is with my lights out in the room, which I normally get the colors a little closer, plus I don't get the reflection on the screen here. So I'm turning on my Astrocade with my backbit cartridge inserted. Now the colors are not right, but I'm going to show with adjusted custom colors in a minute. So backbit comes up, shows the directories I have on my micro SD card. I have a directory for the Astrocade, my Atari 8-bit, my Timex Sinclair 2068, my ZX81 directory, and ZX80 directory, and also some programs that I have in there that I can get to quickly for my ZX81 that I'm borrowing from a local friend named Ryan. So Ryan, if you're watching this video, thank you. All right, so we're going to go to the Astrocade section, and I have cartridges, I have pictures, I have WAV files, which are programs that can be loaded into AstroBasic. We are going to go into the cartridges, and eventually we're going to get into the demos, or excuse me, the colors directory. We're going to choose colors, and I'll do that now. This is a program that was written and uploaded to the Astrocade discussion forum on August 26th. And I'm trying to remember off the top of my head who wrote it. I do have it written down here. It was written by Ryland Dagger, so thanks for writing this program. This color demo, or utility I guess it's better called, can show all 206 colors, or you can use a program called Color Matcher. I'm going to actually use that a little bit later to show the 8 standard colors like magenta and stuff like that that are in cyan that are shown normally. Now remember, this is with my color balance automatically done on my camera. These colors aren't going to be quite right, and even when I custom do them, they're not going to be quite right, but it's better than what MAME shows, I'll tell you that. So choosing color viewer, and here you see the colors ranging from dark black all the way to white. And this doesn't look quite white on my TV even, but it's adjusted as close as I can get it without it like screwing up and making these colors not look quite right all the way through. So I'm going to show each of these colors for about 10 seconds or so. I'm going to set a timer, and there's 32 screens, so this is going to take about 3 minutes 20 seconds. And I might be silent during this portion, and I just have to press a trigger to continue. So we're going to get to the second one, and so we have 08 through 0F, and those are the hexadecimal values. 10 through 17, 18 through 1F, and I should correct myself, I have to press to the left or to the right in order to get these right, to advance to another screen. Now we have 20 to 27, and I'm noticing here the colors in my camera are totally wrong, so rather than, yeah, like they don't look anything like the screen. It's worse than I expected. So I'm going to stop right here. This is just a great example of why it's hard to get the colors captured through a camera. I'm hoping that it does a better job. So like I said, I'm really surprised how off this looks. So this on my television screen, as I'm looking at it, these look almost bluish through my camera's LCD. But this looks like these are like shades of red. So this is like a pinkish, these are all pinkish colors all the way to like a pink, the whitest pink. And they're, yeah, it doesn't quite look like that. Hopefully it looks like that more in custom colors. Otherwise I'll have to figure out a way to do a capture, direct capture, which I never have very good luck with that. But hey, this is all an experiment. If any progress is made whatsoever in the MAME emulator for someone like an author who can change the MAME colors, and if they can find any information here handy, then it's useful of some benefit. So I'll stop here and I'll try to get to the custom colors. I asked for some help on the Bally discussion group, and David Kindred came forward and offered some advice after I pointed him to the manual, and the whole group to the manual. He gave some advice first. So thank you, David. I am hoping that I can get the colors a bit more right here. If not, I'll give it a good try anyway. I was following his advice and I looked at the white balance, and I did custom white balance and set it. The problem with doing that is then you can't change the colors afterward. Well, you can, but then it messes up the white balance again. So I'm still not sure how to do this correctly, but I am looking at a basic screen. I just loaded a standard color generator, which is going to show the colors that are by a program called Standard Color Generator. It's a machine language program that is loaded into Astrobasic. I have already loaded it from the backbit cartridge, and I'm going to first, before I even load it, this is Astrobasic. So what you're looking at is white. This is what I use to color the balance, or to set the balance color. And it's still not right, because if I use the 4 shift keys here at the bottom, this is the green that it shows, which is kind of right. This is the red, which looks right on my screen, but in the camera it doesn't. It's too washed out. Then I can press blue with the blue shift key, and that looks almost white on my LCD. Is it right out in the actual recording? I don't know. It's not very blue here either on my screen, but it's bluish. And then finally gold, which looks kind of gold on my TV, but looks yellow right here, to me anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press shift. Whoops. This is not a basic program, so it gets loaded with the run command, which happily works from the backbit cartridge. This is the first time I've ever tried that. So it's loading. It's going to load approximately as fast as it would on, well, I guess a lot faster. It loads faster, I guess, than it does on real hardware. This is the standard color generator. So what you have here is, well, hold on, let me find a piece of paper. I'm in the dark here. And I wrote down the colors that are being used. So these are the hex numbers. So if you're looking at the white, excuse me, from left to right, we have 8 colors. These are the actual colors that come closest if you use a vector scope on the output of the Astrocade. If you don't know what a vector scope is, that's beyond the scope of this, but these are the colors. So the black is set to 00 hex on the Astrocade. And then you have white, and that's 07. Then you have yellow, which is 86. Then green, which is AC. And then blue, which is F9. Magenta, which is 2B. Red is FA. And cyan, the bluish color, there on the far right, is CD. And that is that. I don't know what these look like really. I think what we're going to end up having to come down to is having someone who has a composite modded Astrocade do testing using some different programs such as this one, so we can get as close as possible captures that can then be translated to the RGB values. But for now, this is the best I can do. If anyone can give me advice or can come forward in the Astrocade forums, then please do. And today is September 17th, 2024, and maybe you'll watch this video in 5 years and be like, has anyone done that yet? And I'll be like, yeah, it was done the same day. Or you can ask in 5 years and I might be like, yeah, it fell through the cracks and no one has done it. MAME still has the wrong colors. I guess we'll find out. Anyway, these are the standard color generator colors as seen by my camera. On my television, these are set and they look perfect. I don't know how they look exactly on the camera. My LCD screen doesn't show me truly what my camera captures. They look semi-right. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to try stopping here, and then I'm going to load the color viewer program. Let's see how that works out. Okay, great. Here we go. We are going to try loading up the color program, and I'll tell some background. I'm sitting here in the dark. It's kind of an interesting setup I've got going on here with my camera. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. So I'm in the root directory of my backbit hardware, which is plugged into my 50-pin connection of my Astrocade. I'm going to choose my Astrocade directory. I am now one level down. I have programs set up in cartridges, pictures, and WAV files. The WAV files, a little bit ago, I just showed you standard color generator, and all I had to do is to load that is I press the fire button here, or the trigger on the Astrocade, and I got to Astro Basic. Then I typed in :run, it loaded it, and I was able to use it. But we're not going to do that here. Here we're going to go into cartridges, and I have many cartridges available. These would be all the ones that were released for the Astrocade. Oops. If I wanted to, I could load any of them, and but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to go down to where I have the colors program. Now I'm going to give a little bit of background about it. These look about right here, so we'll see how it goes. I'm going to read a little bit about it. I think I mentioned some of this already, but this was uploaded to the Astrocade discussion forum on August 26th by Ryland, Dagger. I'm looking at some notes that are online. It is a utility program designed for the Bally Astrocade, allowing users to cycle through and compare console's color palette. The utility comprises two separate programs, a color viewer and a color matcher. You can download it on from the Astrocade forum. And also the source code is available for it, and it does run as a cartridge. The color viewer features are browse to the Astrocade's color palette 8 consecutive color values at a time, use the joystick to jump to the previous or next set of 8 colors, utilize the knob for faster color cycling with the trigger interlock to prevent accidental shifts. You know, I don't actually use that section. I've tried it, but I don't know really what it's for. And then there's the color matcher, which can display and compare up to 4 different colors simultaneously, adjust individual color rows using the joystick, and quickly browse colors using the knob with the trigger interlock to avoid unintentional color changes. The controls for this program for the color viewer are the joystick left and right cycles through the 8 colors, and the knob has faster color cycling. For the color matcher, we have change the colors of the selected row, select the row to modify, and the knob for faster color cycling as well. If you want to know more about the color palette, I advise you to check a discussion forum or discussion thread that was on the Bally Arcade forum on called Bally Alley on groups.io. Check it out. It's the actual thread is called Color Viewer & Color Matcher for the Bally Astrocade, and it was started, I think, on the 26th of August 2024. It's got some good pictures, some information, links to this program, and more. So again, thank you to Ryland or Ryland, hopefully I'm saying your name right, for making this program. So first we're going to get to the color viewer. Color viewer are, I press 1, and so already I can tell that this isn't quite right. This is black, this is the lighter black and gray, and it looks like that in this video, but the increment that it goes down in gray is much greater than it shows on my LCD screen. So already this is probably off. We might need a better way to find this later. But for now, this is what I can do. Maybe this will inspire someone to get it captured more accurately using some other method. This is the method I have available to me easily right now. So I'm going to go through 32 different colors. Excuse me. I'm going to go through 256 colors over the course of 32 screens of 8 colors each. I'll describe the colors if they're totally off, and they might be, but this is what we're going to get, I think, for now. If I figure out a better way to do this later, I will upload a new video. Or if someone can beat me to the punch, I would prefer that, because this is taking I don't know, I guess I've been working on this for about 2.5 or 3 hours already, and as you can see, guys, this is not a 3-hour video, so it's taking some time. Although it is fun to do. I haven't made a video of my own for a while, and I have to say thanks to Chris++ for his major contributions lately to my Bally channel on YouTube. For he has been uploading some of his old classic gaming webcast videos, and I've always loved those. He took them down in like 2013 or 2014. He's a local friend of mine, and he made some great videos, and I'm glad that he allows me to post them to his channel. Alright, so skipping ahead to, we've got blues on this page. Blues kind of purplish. So 08 is, the LCD isn't really showing me exactly my camera what to see. I'm just going to go through here. I could talk about every screen and bore you to death, but I'm going to set a timer. I'm going to try to do this maybe 10 seconds per screen, and we will see about what we get. So starting here, I'll set it. It's about time to move on already. And okay, this is clearly purple on the right side, and or excuse me, on the left side. It looks blue here, so this is probably not too helpful, but I'm doing the best I can. All right, continuing. This is definitely more purple, and it looks, I don't know, hopefully it looks more purple in the captured image than it does on my LCD. What a shame, what a shame. Next up, we have a 20 through 27. And this looks about right. Like kind of a reddish pink to the lightest shade on the right. And then we have a red on the, man, wish I could describe every color individually, like name them. 206 different color names. And there's probably some color books that have color wheels that can do that. But I wouldn't want to do it. All right, this is actually fun communicating to you about colors because I know nothing about them. All I know is that they exist, they hit my eye, and works out. All right, we are up to colors 30 to 37, some more shades of red, some more shades of red, 3A through 3F. I'm counting a step or two. I guess I'm not waiting 10 seconds. Some more shades of red, 40 through 47. Some more shades of red, 4A through 4F. And excuse me while I get a drink of some water. All right, moving on some more. Some more reds, 50 to 57. Some more reds again, 58 to 5F. And I'm going to go, well, I won't go backwards. You can always pause this video to see the colors. Reds again, 60 to 67. 68 to 6F. Keep in mind these numbers I'm saying are hexadecimal numbers. These are the values you would have in a machine language program and put them in for the colors you want to choose. Now it looks like we're kind of getting into brownish colors. So 70 to 77. And these are definitely almost kind of sepia tones here. I would say 7A through 7F if I was going to describe this screen best as sepia tone-ish. And you know, I know that term and I know what it looks like. I don't know what the word sepia means, but there we go. 80 through 87. Kind of grayish scale, kind of. 8A to 8F looks like it's kind of turning into greenish, but only by a smidgen, only a smidgen. 90 through 97 is definitely getting more green. And we'll continue on this path, see where we go with it. A little more green. 9.8 to 9F. And I think that brings us about halfway through. Anyone still watching this who isn't doing it for reasons of education to help make the MAME colors, please leave a comment because I'm curious to know what you think. If you watched this far and you're still glued to the video, let me know why. All right, for all the others, we're skipping along. We are on A0 to A7. And what colors are these? I don't even know. I wish I knew if this was how it looked for real. I really hope someday someone is able to get the colors right in MAME. Yeah, the emulator is a great emulator. It works pretty well nowadays, and it even lets you run Astrocade program or Astro Basic programs. We are at A8 to AF. It's only a slight change between these colors, but it's something. And B0 to B7. And continuing on, B8 to BF. Are we moving into the blues? Not quite, not quite. And get some more water. We are now up to C0 to C7. These are nice kind of warmish colors. Now these in the video don't look perfect, I'll tell you that. At least on the LCD screen. I can make a whole bunch of adjustments to ISO and some color adjustments and change the white balance. Thank you to David Kindred again for that. And I think it is helping. But once you adjust the white balance, as I think I said earlier, if you make adjustments to the color, the white balance is off again. And maybe if I had more patience, I could adjust a little bit of the white balance, adjust the colors, some white balance, color, white balance, the colors. But I already have tried that, and it's quite annoying. So here we go. Moving on to C8 to CF, and I think now I definitely see this moving into the blue direction on the right side of the screen. So I would say the right background color, and oh, I guess I could point out here, this is the horizontal color boundary, and so it is set for the middle of the screen, and that's how you're able to show 8 different colors on the Astrocade. It actually can only show 4 colors on the screen at once, with the odd idea that you can have a horizontal color boundary, which is mostly used for games like the cowboy gunfight game uses it, and that's how it gets more than 4 colors per screen. But like picture a game like Pong, and you would have like your paddle on this side, your paddle on that side, and then you could set so you could have, you know, separate colors. And most of the time it was used for about, you'd have some common colors and then some colors that were different. So a lot of times a game on the Astrocade will show like 6 colors. But you could show, and there's even ways using machine language that you can show all 256 colors at once. And maybe I'll try to show a video. Maybe even I'll tack it on to the end of this one now that I'm thinking about it. That shows all 256 colors. It really probably won't be helpful for the main authors, but perhaps. All right, moving along. And we are at D0 to D7. And not too much difference there, but moving on. I really do like using this CRT monitor. It's such a great monitor. If you get a chance, I'll try to remember to put in the show notes, or the video's notes, what model I'm using. It's highly recommended. I bought it new, this exact monitor in 2002 at a local store when I was living in New York, and then it got stolen in 2005, and I thought the monitor was so great I bought it again a few years later. And you can still get them. They're not cheap anymore. Some of the high quality CRT monitors like this one are quite expensive nowadays because it has so many different inputs on the back, especially component. And if there was a way to get component video out of the Astrocade, man, forget about it. It'd be awesome. Or maybe it wouldn't, because the actual resolution of the Astrocade is only 160 by 102, so not very high. Moving on again, we have D8 to DF, and yeah, 8 colors at once. Interesting. E0 to E7, E8 to EF. Guess I'm running out of things to say, aren't I? Then, oh, and I don't think I pointed out before, so the background color you get on the left side of the screen, your background color is going to be the 4th color. So this background here is going to be EB, and the background for the right side is going to be EF. And David Kindred suggested it would be useful to be able to have like a white background all the way around, but then would be limited. You couldn't show all the 8 colors on the screen at once. It'd be workable though. It'd be workable, and the program would have to obviously be adjusted. All right, well, we're almost to FF. So E8 to EF, and F0 to F7. So we're getting into the blues, and I think we're going to be on the left screen here. Yeah. So unfortunately, this light blue color, at least on my LCD screen, it looks white. It is not. It is a very light shade of blue. And we are done showing all the colors. We have shifted all the way around And yeah, pretty cool. Next up we have 00 to 07 again, I believe. Let's go there. Yep, there we are. We're at the black, there's black all the way here to white here. And what's interesting is this is black and white, and it looks probably the most realistic captured color on this camera. Unfortunately, between these two colors there's much more gradation on my TV than there is here on this LCD screen. They look almost the same color, practically. Here they're not almost the same color. Alright, so we are going to press, I'm going to pause the video here and I'll get back to the color matcher next. Here we are again. This is the main menu of Ryland's color viewer, color matcher. And we just finished looking at the 206 colors of the Astrocade, as best we could anyway, using my Canon PowerShot camera. We're going to actually now use the color matcher program, and this is going to allow us to see 4 colors at once. So the left side of the screen, can't really see too well, but I'm in the dark again, by the way, dark room. 00, F3, A6, F9. And on the screen here, we see 00 is definitely black, no doubt about it, with a black background. Red, green, and blue. These look really true on the LCD screen, or mostly true. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change first 2 screens. I'm going to show 00 here, and this is going to be the background, and it shows the. I'm going to make this white, which is going to. Is there a way to skip more colors in that at once? I hope so. I think the knob lets me go faster. There we go. Come on, I want to get you down to 7. All right. Okay, so now we have black and white, okay? And I'm going to work my way through the colors that you would see on the, like a standard color generator. But I'm going to always compare it with a white background. So we have the white background there, and I'm going to have black, and then I'm going to go through the standard color generator's colors. So we're going to have 2 colors, so it's going to take a few screens. It's going to take some time to do. I'm going to do it live, sorry. So I'm going to show black and white, and then yellow, green. Then I'm going to show blue and magenta, and then red and cyan. And I'm using the colors that Tektronix Vectorscope will see best. And this was colors that were published in the Arcadian in about 1980 or 1981. And so 00 is what is a true black. 07 is a true white. And let's see, for green we want AC. So we go down and we change that to a C, and that's a true green. And then for, oops, except I want to change it to yellow. So we want it to be H6, and we'll do true green down here. Does it make a difference? No, but I'm just going to go in the order that you'd see. What did I say it was? It is H6. So, I see. So the program allows me to turn the knob as I'm going, and it goes faster, which is pretty cool. I just got to get used to it. So we're going for H6. Almost there. Okay. 8-6 is yellow, and it looks yellow. Yeah. All right, and now we're going to go to green, which is AC. And come on, AC. All right, so these are 4 of the colors you would see on the screen. And I'm going to set the background to white here, so for color balance purposes. So we have black, we have white, we have yellow, and we have green. These are the exact colors you'd see on a vectorscope. If you were to, this probably isn't perfect here, but if we had a vectorscope hooked up and we had composite going into it, we'd probably see the closest values put out by these colors on a vectorscope. I ought to get myself one of those one of these days. How often would I use it? Probably never, though. So next colors we're going to do are blue and magenta on the bottom here. And blue is going to be F9. So F. Ryland, I'm digging your program. So that's the blue. And next we have magenta, which is going to be the purple color, which is 2B. Come on, we're getting there. 2B. All right, so that is magenta. It looks pretty good. So magenta is the background, blue is the background, white is the background, black is the background. So we're setting for that. So take a look. This is what you see. Have myself some water. All right. Okay, we have last two colors to show for a color generator program, which are going to be red and cyan. So we're going to change first this to red, which is going to be FA, which is very close. Not FA. What is it? 5A. 5 and then A. So that's the red we get, and the blue, or excuse me, the cyan we get CD. So we need C, and we'll go over to D. This is a really useful program. Wow, I like it. And that's cyan. Yeah, that looks like cyan on my TV. About, and on the screen, you know, it's probably not true cyan, even on my TV. And I adjusted as best I could, so yeah, that's unfortunate. But so we have cyan here. It's close to cyan. It's kind of more too light for that, but all right. So we have cyan, red, and white. What's funny is with the white background, now it looks more like cyan to me. How funny. I guess it's just perception of the eye. All right, now this basically I've shown everything I want to show. What I want to show next is going to be some other programs that I've found as I'm going through, and maybe I'll tack them on here, maybe I won't. So I'll try to at least tack on the rainbow. All right, let's see that next. All right, the first basic program that I'm going to show you was written by Jerry Burianyk. It was published in the Cursor newsletter originally, but it appeared in the back of the manual of the Astro Basic manual, and it's called 206 Colors Display, and it will show you, as I just said, 206 colors. Let me run it. And it's kind of an interesting program because you adjust it and with the paddle, and I don't know what the number on the side means. But it's not, I mean, I don't know if it's showing really 256 colors. It appears to be. It starts at the top at like black, and then it goes down to blue, lighter shades of blue, to green, to, you know, this area. So bluish, greenish, orangish, reddish, purplish, blue, and then the grayscale here. Yeah, so that's that program. I don't know if it's going to be helpful for this video, but it might be. I've chosen a couple other videos too, or pictures too. Or keep using the wrong words here. A couple of other programs that I'm going to load up. And next up is going to be a program called Color Wheel. My goodness. This is a program called Color Wheel by Dick Ainsworth. It was published in the 1978 Bally Basic Manual. I think it was republished again in the Astro Basic Manual. It was written by Dick, as I said, and interestingly, I haven't loaded this program in a long time. It was archived on April 18th, 1999, and I guess by me. I think that was before Paul Thacker was archiving, maybe by Lance. But, I mean, I don't think I was even putting stuff on my website yet, ballyalley.com. So, let's see if I can list this program here real quick. I can't see because I'm doing this in the dark, as I said. And it made it bluish. I don't know if you can tell that there. Let's see. Now it should be gold. And this is the program. I guess it takes color input from the joystick. We'll see what happens. And that is it. So it turned the background bluish and black. So it doesn't put anything on the screen. So I think how it works, I'm not even going to go through how it works because I don't really know. I guess I could look it up real quick. I mean, I also have the Bally manual right beside me. Yeah, I will actually read it real quick. I'll get back to you. Wow, it sure is nice to have the manual. This section is in the Lesson 8 video art. And I love video art. It's one of my favorite uses of the Astrocade. And I'm going to describe what this program does. Because it's important and it might be very useful for people with using the MAME emulator. So what it's described as color wheel. Here is a moving wheel, here is a color wheel you will use often because it helps you select colors and their numbers. Moving the number moving the number on hand controller left and right selects the color. Moving it forward and backward selects the intensity. Pulling the trigger gives you a printout on the screen that shows that the particular color is 0 to 31 and color intensity 0 to 7, and also the computer number 0 to 255. These numbers refer to the background color only. The foreground color is adjusted automatically so that you can read the numbers. So that's how the program works. And it says, continues, this program uses 2 variables. I guess I don't need to go into that. But if you want to know how the program works, you can look it up in the manual. And since I was using the Bally Astrocade manual, it's on page 65. I think it's also in the original Bally basic manual too. And as I said, this was by Dick Ainsworth. And we are going to, so it's running, so press the screen, 9. So what does that tell us? That's color 9. I don't even really know if I've examined the color numbers according to basic, really. So if you're, interesting. So this would be considered, what is it? Color number 9, color intensity 0, and color computer number 0, or 79. So that's how you get it. Huh, interesting. This is eye-opening to me. So if I want to go down a color, I wish you did it in the, so we have 999. So I need to go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We should have number 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 0. So if I make it 1, 2, should be. All right. So interesting. This is more interesting than I expected. This video is going to be longer than I expected. So the background color here is black, total black, 0, 0, 0. And I'm going to press. I could change this program. I leave that to the MAME authors. You can do that. I suppose this might be a really good program to use to get all the colors correct. So we have 0, 0, 0. So the color intensity here, can't see my hand. Let me change it a bit. So the color intensity. So this is the color. This is the color intensity, and if you type this in to change the foreground color or background color, you'd say 0, and that would get you this color, which is white, which is, let's see, should be 7. Oh, that should be 7. Okay, so we have color 0, which is white, color intensity 7. So I guess it's 0 isn't the color so much because 0, 0 is black. So I don't know how that works. Maybe someone can put in the notes how that's working. But if you want to get this color, you type in background color in basic and you get 0, 7. Or you type in BC equals 7, you get this color. So I'm just going to change a couple of colors here. So we are on, let's see where we're at, 7 still. Oh, 07. We're at 000. And now I want to go up one color at a time. So 0, that's 1. That's color 2. Huh. And that's, looks more purplish. The LCD screen looks blue. Color 3. Oh, color 4. I guess I skipped one. Color 2. Yeah, it's very sensitive. So pressing it just a moment is the best I can do. Man, I'm betting this is boring as all heck to watch, but it's very interesting to me. And I know I used this program, it's, my gosh, I guess it was archived 25 years ago. And when this program was archived, it was an old program, and wow, it's 2024, and I've been playing around with the Astrocade since I guess I started using it in 94-ish, 1994, somewhere in there, 95. So you drink some water at them. So I'm not going to go through this a lot, but like I said, Color Wheel by Dick Ainsworth. Download it from ballyally.com. You don't have to type it in. And load it into the Astro Basic cartridge. You don't even have to have like an EEPROM burner to use this one, and you'll still be able to get some true colors. So yeah, I'll end up on, let's see if I can't end up on color 32. Color 32 will be, so this is color 32, so that's definitely blue. Well, when I say 32, it's 0, like, you know, basic, 0 to 31, and so the 32nd color is blue, I guess, with color intensity 0, color intensity 2, oops, color intensity 3, color intensity 4, color intensity, whoops, 4 again, color intensity 5, color intensity 6, we're getting to the end, color intensity 7. So there you are, we've moved around, 0 to 255. So Gorfian, a user on Bally forums, he suggested every color be shown at once. We may do that at some point, but not right now. All right, let's get to the next program. All right, I am loading a basic program, Astro Basic program, that was written by Squire, a member of the Astrocade community. He also wrote the Bally FAQ originally, and it will show all 256 colors, one at a time. You have to move the joystick to select a different color, but it shows the hex output in, well, in hex. It shows the color output in hex, which is useful, and might be just what the doctor ordered. So we will see what we get here. I'm not sure if I'll go through all 256 colors, but I will try to go through as many as I can before I lose patience. But I'm going to pause here because I want to list the program in case anyone wants to see it. This, again, is going to be the listing for Squire's Color Pick 2. It was written in 2011, and I've changed some of the basic here so that the scroll mode is going to be in mode 4, so it'll list to the screen, and then I have to press a key for it to continue. The program is only one screen worth and then 2 extra lines, so I'm going to press list here. So we've got lines 10 through 70, and the second page is going to have, I think, 2 more lines. But take a note of that. If you ever want to use this program, you can download it from Bally, or you could simply type it in. It's very short. And show the next of it, and that's it. That's the whole program. It's going to just show the background color, and the background color is, I don't know if it starts at 0, we'll find out in a second. But when I advance it, I can go through all 256 colors starting from 0. And let's give it a go. All right, we have 0, which is definitely black. 1, Now, I don't know if you can see my hand here, but this banding, it's caused by my zoom, I think. I think it might not show up as badly on the actual video, but on my LCD screen on my camera, it's terrible. But I'm gonna go through, maybe show it for a second or two, show all the colors. We're making our way toward white. Now, if we can get this captured from composite out, this might be the ideal method to show all the colors so that they can be captured from MAME. Again, this is the hex output, so the next color is true white. So, hope you have some patience. I hope I have some patience. I'm going to continue to abuse my joystick by pressing up, and we're going to go through the rest of the colors in the palette of the Astrocade. Oops, skipped one. No, I didn't. 8 is blue. And then I guess the intensities. So there's 32 colors and 7 intensities. Or no, 8 intensities. So this is, I guess, true blue, you know. Interesting. Vance, thanks for writing this program. I've used it. I actually remember it, but it's as Gorfian Steve has been saying, this is what he's been wanting, and unfortunately, I'm capturing it with my camera, which doesn't have. It's not perfect, but heck, I mean, I've already complained enough. I'm getting the best I can. 0C, and we're working our way to F. So I think that's the highest intensity, and the next should be a different color, which is purplish blue. My LCD shows this as blue again, but it's purplish blue. Maybe I'll put the joystick up to the mic a little better so you can hear when I'm advancing. And I have to press it a little, sometimes twice to get it to go, but it's better than pressing it twice or 3 or 4 times and having it skip numbers and things like that. All right. That should be the highest intensity of that. Now we're at 1.8. If you can hear that, that's my phone ringing. I will get to it after this is done. And we're almost up to the next color. And here we are, 2-0. This is kind of like a maroon, sort of. That's a nice shade of purplish. Man, it's time consuming, but this is the way to go. I can see why Steve suggested this. I don't know if these pictures are going to come out great for the, yeah, I might be able to get better pictures, still pictures, but if I'm going to use 206 pictures, I don't know about that. Oops, I skipped a color. 2A. Next color. This looks pretty red. It looks way too red in my LCD screen, but looks like a nice red in my TV. This is color 30. Oops, skipped 3.7 a bit. And we're up to color 40. Now this is really close to the red. I guess I should have been noting. So the red is considered 5A, but yeah, I don't quite understand how the standard color generator colors work out, but they seem right. So the hex values anyway. All right, 41. Right, next color. That's definitely a reddish color. I think 5A is what was considered red. Just as a reminder, the colors are for the standard color generator. So black is 0, white is 7, yellow is, I guess I skipped some of them. I should have actually said when I got to them. I forgot. 5A is going to be the next. Nice. So yeah, magenta was 2B. So the next color will be red. So 5A. What I mean, the next color. Ooh, I was using my flashlight to look at my page here. I just see freaking spots in the screen from my looking directly into the flashlight because I'm smart. All right. I'm also talking to myself and slightly going crazy because I have a lot of joystick pressing to go. 5, 7. All right, we're almost up to A. One more to go after this one. 5A. Now this is considered true red, at least standing to the color generator. So the next color we're going to be looking for is not until A6, which is going to be yellow. Green is going to be A7. Or AC maybe? Yeah, AC. So the next color, like I said, on the color generator scale is going to be 8, 6, so it's going to be a while. So these are all colors in between. Goodness. I guess I could have changed this program to show it like for 2 or 3 seconds and then just advance automatically, but I did not. Besides, it gives you a chance to hear Adam talk to himself, and maybe I can reminisce. Let's see, what can I reminisce about? Let's see, I guess I could reminisce about my website, ballyalley.com. Haven't seen it? You should go visit it. But I've been using that website, I think I started in 2001. So, man, before long it's going to be 25 years. I enjoy working on it. I don't really work on it too much anymore, and it's just stagnant. Yeah, I guess it's almost stagnant. I do updates every once in a while, not very often. That's an ugly color. Here we go. 60 is a little better. Seven zero. That's a deep, deep red. I have a more of appreciation for artists now with their eye for colors. It kind of looks gold. This one, 7.6. Now up to 7.7 again. That's like brown, sort of. That is black, light black. I guess we're about halfway through the colors now. And go a little faster. What happens if I just, when I get to 9.0, I'm just going to press up and see what happens. Oh, 8's, yeah, we passed yellow. Yellow is 8. Shoot, where's my flashlight? Yellow is, guess we're looking for 8.6 was yellow. I'm not going to go back down, but supposedly that was. Oops, skipped 9.0. I'm getting impatient here. Gotta press this a lot more. But I will do my best to be patient. 9.6 again. Oh, way too fast. I guess I won't be doing that. I'll go back to 9A. Sorry about that. 9A, B, That's supposed to be, what color is A8? I think that was one of them. Oh, AC is going to be green. So that's green. Yeah, that's definitely like a true green. So after the A's, we have, I guess the last color will be cyan, which is going to be CD. This is the last color on the color generator anyway. Let's see. Let me go back to B0. I think I might be going too fast. Sorry about that. 0. Oh, skipped an entire color. BC. Oops, C0. And CD is going to be cyan, so... Oh, man. A little twitchy, but... That's cyan. I guess it is cyan. I mean, it's not quite, but it might just be the closest cyan we can get out of the Astrocade. I don't know, because the other colors look about right. So CF, yeah, there we are. I dedicate this color to my buddy Chris Federico. What color are you? I don't know. Whitish, bluish, light, kind of cyanish. D0, 1. We're getting there, we're getting there. I think 32 colors left. And final color, F0. Oh, no, I guess it's second to final color. Looks like a nice blue. All right, final color, FF. And we're going to be back to black, 0, 0. I guess it doesn't go back by pressing up anymore. All right, let's go back down to 0. All right, 0, 0. Now I think I can go up by color intensity in this program. So black, yeah, here we go. So that's going to be color, I'll just color, in hex it's color 0, and these are all going to be the hex colors without intensities. So 0, 8, 1, 0, 1, 8. Like I said, these are hexadecimal numbers. It's skipping up by color to the lowest intensity of each color. 2, 0, 2, 8, 3, 0. What I've got going on here is a ROM that a few decades ago I got from Mike White. It's called Tests. I'm not exactly sure of its origin. It says there it's by Bally Manufacturing, but I don't know if that's true. It tests various things. Here's the color test. I'm just going to use that one. It's not all that useful compared to what we've been doing here. But here we go. So I think it runs tests for like 2 minutes and with the rainbow display. And as I was saying, I'm going to show some pictures after this, just because I think they're interesting and an interesting use of the Astrocade's limited color palette. All right, that's all of them. There's another set of programs that would be useful, but it requires hardware called Burianyk, and I'm not going to be running that one. Well, there's a program that you can run, but you have to run it in conjunction with extra hardware that plugs in a 50-pin expansion port. Music test I don't need to do. None of these other tests I need to do. So I'll stop here and show some of those pictures. I said that I was going to show some pictures, and these are created with a program called Bally ImageWorks. It was created by Chris Martin, and he uploaded it to the Bally Astrocade discussion group in December 2023. First, I will show you some of the pictures that he created, and when it comes up to the menu of some of these cartridges that are created, remember these are all 8K. They use a display of 160 by approximately 102, but it's a little less because some details for the program have to be in there. So basically 160 by 100, which is and up to 4 colors per screen, I think. And yeah, we'll get going. But oh, like I said, I'll just show you. There was a misprint that wasn't caught on the early version of it, and I will show you the beginning ones. Let's see, we want Santa. So when he uploaded it, Chris Martin had these 2 pictures. And as you can see here, displayed burr map instead of bitmap, but he fixed that later. So this one will show Santa Claus. And as you can see, there's only 4 colors, but the program does a great use. I think this was converted from a GIF. And so you got Santa, this is white background. You got the red, you got like a flesh colored tone, and black, so 4 colors. So let's see, Santa 2 I believe has a Christmas tree in it. So yeah, a little Christmas tree. And he slightly changed the colors of the flesh tone to make that the color of the tree. So great job for these conversions, they're wonderful. I did some myself as well. And I'm trying to use these as examples of colors, that's why this is in the video. Here's a picture of a cartoon moon conversion. And each time, by the way, these are all loading from the back bit cart. So they load pretty quick. Here's another version of that. A moon. I mean, I wouldn't say it's another version of the same one, but great color conversions. You know, the blue, this is like a sky blue. Kind of, not a yellow, more like a gold on a white and black background. And a picture of a crater of the moon. And I'm in the dark making this. I can't even find the, let's see what else we got here. Is this the same picture of the moon? I think it might be. Nope, it's a different one. I think I took that picture with my camera, converted it. Looks quite good. Yeah. All right. Then these are just going to be random conversions. As you can see here, this was after it was corrected, so display bitmap. Bally Astrocade. Look good, right? 160 by 100 display. So you got the red, you've got the gold. On the screen, this looks more gold. This looks like the actual colors you'd see on the Astrocade. Wonderful job, wonderful job. Bally ImageWorks, recommended to try. I guess this is going to be Tom Brady, yeah. For all you football fans out there. American football, that is. And that's just a different version. This one's not so great. Skip down to, I don't know which one this one is. Oh, Britney Spears, apparently. I don't know, yeah. Bud Girls. Oh, I think I remember some of these. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a pretty old commercial. Bugs, I don't remember this one. Oh, maybe Bugs Bunny. Yeah. Now, that one looks okay, but it's distorted. Why, like right to left. It's like stretched out horizontally. Now that is a Thundercat, I think. Yeah. And a cityscape scene. And a whole bunch more. I think this is Diet Coke. Do we want to see that one? Alright. I'm not very... Can't believe I have a Coke commercial in here. Gargamel. Yeah. So with just 4 colors, you can see you can have pretty good look pretty good looking pictures. And I remember I viewed these on MAME, and they look much better on real hardware. Homer Simpson, here we go. Incredible Wizard. Now that is a good one. It's one of the better games in the Astrocade, and that would be from the manual cover. Or not the cover. Maybe it's from the cover. Like, I don't know what some of these are. Oh, okay, Star Trek, obviously. Well, maybe not obviously if you don't know Star Trek. I think that, what is that, 7 of 9? King's Quest. 3. I never actually played any of those. I take that back. I played one of them on my original 888 computer in the early 90s. That is a very famous picture, only displaying very, very small part of it on the Astrocade. Patriots. Huh. These look quite good. Yeah. And I think most of these were converted from, what do you say, GIFs. Prince of Persia. Now, if you could have an Astrocade with like a lot of RAM, maybe you could show a lot of these all at once. Picard. Yep, looking good, Captain. I think I've kind of veered off the colors, but Prince of Persia again, nice. But it's a kind of a way to show more colors. Oh, I'm trying to get back to the program by... Man, this backlit cartridge rocks. Roadrunner catches you through. Roadrunner. A different version of him. I'm not sure which one I like better. Probably this one. Sasha? Not sure what that is. Picture of some girl. I don't remember where these conversions came from exactly. The Simpsons. Oh, that one. I like them both in their own way. It's amazing that's only, what, 1, 2, 3 colors? Huh. I guess in some way you could have a animation if you had a lot of RAM. I don't know what that is. It's a picture of a person. Don't know who it is. The picture was called Slug War. Does that mean anything to anybody? Sonic and Mario. I think that's a 90s picture, 1990s, of an ad. Another Tom Brady, Tron. That's Tron? I have my doubts. Willy. Oh, I thought it was going to be Jet Set Willy. It's Willy Wonka. Look at that. So this is how many colors? 4 colors as well. Wow. And what's interesting, the closer you get to the screen, I'm sitting about 2.5 feet away, 3 feet. It's kind of hard to see. I mean, it's not hard to see, but it's looks better as I stand back. And we are going to go to the top again. Which conversions were these? Oh, we already looked at those. That's me, Adam Tronifo. Oh, that's a picture of a hot air balloon I took. Now, I'm not going to show all of these because these were tests. A picture of a rose in our front yard I took. Yeah. But in a lot of ways, to me, I was so thrilled when this program was uploaded, so thank Chris Martin. Another version of the rose. And the version of the program lets you make a lot of different settings. So if you're interested, check them out. Ah, that's my wife and I. The day we got married. I would tell you the day, and you can send me presents. This is all the same pictures, I think. Yeah. We're playing around with the program. I was able to get much better versions just by trying different things. And the program does, I think that might be, which one is this one? Well, that's just me. That was a quick picture I just took of myself the day I took this video. So that's me. Skip those because they're all the same. Don't know what this one is. That is... Oh, honestly, I don't know what the... I mean, it's something I saw in my yard. It's this weird thing that turned into like a puffball. And it just looked really spiny and weird. So I took a picture of it and I converted it here. And we'll check out another version of that, see what it looks like. Yeah, 4 colors, amazing. Now, if that version ever gets updated, and yeah. So when I was a teenager, I used to watch Robotech. So when I moved out to New Mexico in 1986, this was a program I used to watch a lot. It was on at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I would get home from school and watch this. So, yeah. What else we got here for pictures? Now I'm just having fun. This is a picture of Brett Bilberry from about the early 1980s. I got his permission to put this here. He is the programmer of Treasure Cove for the Astrocade. He also went on to be one of the hardware designers of the original iPad. Earthrise. These are a very famous picture. One of the most famous pictures ever taken. It looks better in the real picture, but this gives you an example. I'm sure you recognize it. These are different versions of it. Oh no, maybe not. So second one. This is also a very famous picture. I live in a light polluted city, so I don't get to see a lot of the stars anymore. Yeah, getting toward the end of this video, and what else we got to show? Show Mickey. This is Steamboat Willie. Now that looks, to me, that just looks fantastic. I mean, the Astrocade, since it could use a real full bitmap, in 1978 you could have shoved this into the system and shown this. This would have, I think, blown people away. Especially if you would have done like the little tune or him having a digital whistle. Yeah, but if this takes all 8K of a cartridge, and back then all the cartridges I think were 2K and 4K, and I don't think the first 8K cartridge was released till either 79 or 80. Of course, the technology was there to make them 78. And there was a contest that was run to see who could make some really cool pictures. And this was farmed out to some AI and some people, and there's some cool ones in here. I'll just pick a few. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Let's reset. So I think this one's AI generated. So I wish I'd skipped it because that kind of stuff bugs me. What was this one? Oh, an astronaut. Pretty cool looking. Yeah. If you're still watching this, man, you've got... Well, that's a pretty cool one. It's original art. I'm probably using AI as well, but this was one of the contest entrants. Breaking Bad. My wife's one of her favorite shows. I've only seen one episode and it wasn't for me. Dancing? Which one is this one? Exciting. Contest. Oh, let's see. I guess that's it. Have we seen all of them? I think so. What else is there to see? I don't think anything. You've seen some of this running. Let's see, anything else here? Testing, nothing there. Oh, I guess I could go into testing again. Now, this cartridge, Burianyk, and this cartridge, Burianyk, is the one I mentioned earlier that requires additional hardware. But if you have that hardware, it might be useful. Oh, I think I have a picture of Ken Lil. Homebrew. Yeah, you got to get this cartridge if you don't have it. The back bit. Totally recommended.